In 1997, the Plaza Cinema opened its doors, and since then it's faced a number of challenges. But last year faced its biggest challenge, to stay open.
Last year, 4 cyclists set off from the Plaza Cinema and 5 days later arrived at the BAFTA House in London.
This is the footage of those events.
Plaza, that way.
Jolly good. So we're off now.
Any luck coming to the Plaza?
Alex is trying to sort out the entire crew, but we're off to the Plaza to have a little photo shoot, as we apparently need to publicise it a tiny bit more than we were. Not really looking forward to it. I don't really like photos, so we'll see how it is anyway. Why do we all have like the worst faces ever?
You always have a worst face.
I always have a worst face, that's so lovely. Okay,
That meeting was good.
That meeting was excellent. We've now decided nothing, I think, which is always useful too much before we go.
John was helpful in the way that he was saying, like, you know.
Yeah, we met a nice guy called John.
He'll actually go out and buy food for us as well.
He's going to buy food, which is always useful. Yeah, so we've just had a photo shoot. It was kind of interesting. It was a photo shoot, so what else do you want to say about it?
They took photos. Occasionally.
Occasionally took photos, anyway.
Photos sometimes.
We have a small meeting, so yeah. We're having a meeting on Monday and then we'll probably continue this film there. She's having a coffee.
There's 2 ways of doing it. You can either sort of like coffee, bottle on the motorway.
Yeah, that's the way we had it when we played those.
You can either connect with it or just go straight through, hit A41, you down that bridge there. Is there a way down? Yeah. You can pass the old down. That's the one you can do. Anyway, isn't it?
The day is beautiful, and the next 5 days we know we're going to be beautiful, and what we're really looking for is to raise a good amount of money for this charity, for this cinema, and we hope that we really get what we achieve. It's going to be very hard work, but we're all geared up, carved and prepared, so it should be a very exciting 5 days.
I'm liking the fact on the first day we have to jump on the ferry because we have to get across the water. That's probably the most exciting bit of it, because the rest of it's just all riding, isn't it? Small break for the first day, probably not the best time.
I think we've got pretty much, I mean, I'm not going to jinx it, but I think we've pretty much got everything sorted, so we're ready to go, so it should be fun.
It's quite a long way. And the more I look at the route, the more I keep thinking, oh my god, that's a really long way. I think Alex has got a proper decent video camera. I've only got a camera, but my phone vlogs, so I think we're all going to update and stuff.
I've just been volunteered, sort of like by my lovely daughter, to sort of like to do this role. You know, I was walking past the cinema and jammed through a grappling hook out and dragged me in and said, "Can you drive a van?" So I'm a role sort of like throughout the trip is obviously just acting as support for the team.
Sorted, thank you very much. casualty of the trip. My water bag is leaking.
There it is, secret bunker, and no one knows where it is.
Kind of lost at the moment, so sum it up for us, George.
Well, to be honest with you, today has been a pretty unsuccessful. I'm just going to move ahead so I'm pretty much in the picture. Yeah, today was going well until John's bike pretty much up, so then he had to use mine, and now I'm on the backup one.
Sorry.
But that's actually worked out in my favour. Good, because I enjoy that backup one more than my own.
Yes.
So I guess we're both winners on that situation.
Thank you, George. Now go back in your box. That's about it so far. I'm sure Alex will add something else to this interview. Goodbye.
It was nothing that Capella did that sent us out here. Lying to you.
John, opinion on the match?
Opinion on the match? I think if it was a Muslim, I'd be a Shiite by now.
Can I just say,
let the Muslim jokes down.
Just like I said to you back in that, but if I ever go on holiday to Spain or Brazil or wherever, and they say to me, what do you support? I'm going to say, I don't even know where in the map England is.
Wait, what accent are they going to say?
What accent are they going to say then?
Forget the accent. If they ask the question, if they ask the question,
Just turn around. It's quite simple. Get some children. If anybody asks you who you support, I support the wife and kids. Along here, and you'll hit a rest home.
Oh, we don't actually hit a rest home.
You will. It's like gates in front of you. Take a right down there, and then follow all the way along. I'll be at the next junction. Okay, just Cheswoodine there. Okay, and we've got to get down to at least Gnozzle. Yep, so it's along there. All right.
How many yards is that?